Hey guys, Khalil Shabazz, author of the book, Why Do Black People Vote Democrat? We have a theme park here in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's called Six Flags Over Georgia. You may have heard of it. I always wondered, every now and then, off and on, I always wondered why Six Flags. That's a hell of a name, right? I mean, you couldn't be more creative than that. I mean, look, if a theme park was named after the founder, such as, Disneyland or Disney World, that would make sense. Or after a geographical location, such as Carowinds in North Carolina, right? The Carolina Winds. Both of those make sense, but I could never make sense out of Six Flags. Why not 16 flags? Why not 36 flags? Why not 3 flags? I mean, what is that all about? So, I took some time just to do a little cursory digging, right? Nothing too deep, nothing too intense. Come to find out that Six Flags Over Georgia actually has a predecessor, which is Six Flags Over Texas.
It's what you want this night to be.
There's a world of Friday night fun waiting for you at Six Flags. It's Family Night, presented by Six Flags and Dr. Pepper. The Friday night fun at Six Flags.
Six Flags Over Texas opened up in August of 1961, whereas Six Flags Over Georgia opened up in June of 1967. But the point is, once I got into the history, I eventually came across the naming. How did they come to the name of the theme park? Come to find out, the Six Flags was basically a wink and a nod to the past of the geographical location. It basically was paying homage to the countries that used to govern that particular area. So with Texas, one of the Six Flags was Spain. Spain actually ran that area, controlled that area in the 1500s. So you had the flag that represented the Kingdom of Spain. You had the flag that represented the Kingdom of France, who actually took it from the Spaniards. Then after that, you had the Republic of Mexico. The Republic of Mexico actually claimed that land and was governing that area. And then, of course, you had the Republic of Texas, and now you have the United States of America, right? So that idea carried over when they looked to expand the theme park. When they expanded into Georgia, that naming process remained consistent. Now, of course, Georgia and Texas have two different histories, right? Georgia was one of the original 13 colonies, whereas Texas was not. But also, Georgia was never ruled by the Republic of Mexico, whereas Texas was. So, easy swap, right? You take the flag of a Republic of Mexico and you swap that out for the flag of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. So with Six Flags Over Georgia, you have the Kingdom of Spain flag, you have the Kingdom of France flag, you have the flag of Great Britain, and then you have the state flag of Georgia and the flag, of course, of the United States of America. Ah, you thought I forgot. Now, of course, I've only named 5 flags for Texas and 5 flags for Georgia. Let me show you how it all ties together. Let me ask you, what is it that you think? What do you think is that 6th flag?
Oh, God, I always get these. Okay, all right, fire truck. Fire truck. What color are those red fire trucks? Oh, God, I can picture them now.
Let me help you out. 1996, Atlanta hosted the Olympic Games. Leading up to the Olympics, the NAACP and several other civil rights organizations pushed to get the then state flag changed. The idea was, look, our state flag had remnants of the rebel flag from the Confederacy. And the idea was, look, we have people from all over the world. Everyone's going to be looking at us, and it's quite simply going to look stupid to sit there and have a rebel flag of days going by of segregation and of slavery still hoisted up over the state capitol, and people from all over the world are coming here. It's just a bad look, right? So there was this huge push to change the state flag. Governor Zell Miller did agree to change the state flag. He did agree to do something about it. However, when that legislative period passed, it never did happen. The next governor comes in, Roy Barnes comes in, and immediately he begins putting things in place to actually have the flag changed. So we ended up getting a brand new flag in 2001. Unfortunately, a lot of people hated it. It was, I don't know, it was crazy. Not too many people liked it, and it was such an uproar that surveys and whatnot were sent out over a multitude of times, several times, and it was like 67% of Georgians absolutely hated this flag. So it only hung around for like 2 or 3 years, like from 2001 to 2003. Eventually, it was pulled and it was changed yet again. At this point in time, we get a new governor, Governor Sonny Perdue. Sonny Perdue now sets up an actual referendum to have the flag changed. So a lot of people, a lot of companies and whatnot are sending in their renditions of what they think the state flag should be. Several were chosen, several of the best were chosen, and then a voting referendum was actually passed, and the actual citizens of the state actually voted on it. It was actually a part of the voting ballot. And we ended up picking a flag here. This is the flag that we picked, and this is the flag that we have to this very day. Now, at that point in time, NAACP was happy, white people were happy, black folks everywhere was happy. All was right with the world. However, this flag looks a lot like this flag. This flag is the first national flag of the Confederate States of America.
Say what?
This flag is the state of Georgia. Is the state flag of Georgia. Yeah. Now, of course, I've only named 5 flags for Texas and 5 flags for Georgia. Let me ask you, what is it that you think? What do you think is that 6th flag? Let me help you out. The Confederacy. The Confederacy is the 6th flag. Georgia and Texas left the Union and joined what eventually became the Confederate States of America. So when you look at old pictures of 6 Flags, it used to look like this. They had actual flags on poles at the parks. Now it looks like this, right? So it's not as controversial. So for years and years, all sorts of hell was raised over the state flag to get rid of the rebel flag in exchange for the national flag. Right. They represent the same people. Unfortunately, the rebel flag is the one that most people affiliate with the Confederacy. But the actual Confederate flag for that country resembles the flag that we have now for the state of Georgia. You've been had yet again.
I had no idea. You blew my mind with that.
But like I said, this is just a teaser, right? This is just another teaser, just kind of giving you a little bit of insight on where things are going. In the book, I address this in much more detail, and I make it relevant to the overall question, why is it that black people religiously vote Democrat? I guarantee you, you've been fooled, just like with this flag business. You've been had. Hey guys, I want to take this time now to thank my patrons. Look, I want to thank those of you who stuck with me from the very beginning, but I also want to welcome and thank my brand new patron at the level 2, as a level 2 supporter. I want to thank you very, very much. She's a dear, dear friend of mine, and I really do appreciate you donating your hard-earned cash to this project. And oh, I hope you got my email. All right, and I'll talk to you soon. But look, I also want to thank Sean Eric, my man Sean Eric, my level 3 supporter. He stuck with me since the first video. I want to thank you, sir, for continuing to donate your hard-earned cash. I really do appreciate it, and I can't say that enough. And I also want to welcome a brand new level 5 supporter, my man Akash Kiwala. Sir, I want to thank you very, very much for donating your hard-earned cash. I really appreciate you showing that you have faith in what it is that I'm doing, and I appreciate your curiosity wanting to see what it is that I actually come up with. Look, if anyone else would like to donate to the cause, please follow the links below. You'll see several different tiers. You have several different donation options. Donations start at $1 per month, right? And they go all the way up to $100. All of these funds will go towards this particular project, right? I'm doing all the research myself, and so to help cover the cost, I set up the Patreon account, and it's also going to go towards printing the actual book because this will be a self-published project. But look, if this actually piqued your interest, I hope that you decide to like my Facebook page, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if it's in your heart, if it motivates you, if you have the extra cash, please, 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 please consider donating to my Patreon account. All 3 links are in the box below. This is Khalil Shabazz signing out. I greatly appreciate your time, and I will see you in the next video.